We come to you live today from the Mie Prefecture in the south of Japan's Honshu Island for a race that has seen many title deciders over the years. Some simple, some controversial, but all contributing to a legacy that makes the Japanese Grand Prix an indispensable stop in any Formula One season. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at a wet and windy Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with Sector 1 likely to prove especially difficult in these conditions. We should see overtaking into turns 1 and 16 today, and maybe a few Kobayashi-style dives into the hairpin as well. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lightning lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Magnussen and Valtteri Bottas, Tsunoda, Zhou, Pierre Gasly and Armstrong, Ocon, Stroll, Oscar Piastri and George Russell, Albon, Schwartzman, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is none other than Anthony Davidson. Should we kick off our conversation with George Russell? Looks like they have a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Alright, here we are then for the Japanese Grand Prix, and just like last year, it's raining once again, so we have a wet race in our hands. And this could be the penultimate race that we could secure our first Drivers' Championship. Not quite sure, but it's looking very likely. There's a big gap between ourselves and the rest of the drivers amongst the grid. Now, it looks like we're going to have a zero-stop race, just full wet conditions. The blue tyres are out, and I don't think we need that much fuel, so we'll just put like at least just 50 on the dot. So I don't have a wet setup, so I'm gonna just put balance. So all we have to do is try and just manage these conditions and just keep the car on the track and hopefully bring home a win in front of the Japanese crowd. But without further ado, let's see what we can deliver.
Right then, the formation lap has started, and I must say the weather conditions aren't the best today for visibility and for grip. As each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in and concentrate, as this race, in these conditions, will require a lot of focus. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Alright, here we go then for the Japanese Grand Prix. We need a good start here. 5 red lights. Lights out on the way we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Getting off to a very slidey start. The start was very poor. Vettel takes the lead and we've got Norris overtaking us on the outside. We're going to try and cover him off. Norris goes a little bit wide. And we retake second place. That was a very poor start from us. And Vettel once again takes the lead into turn 1, just like he did in the last couple of races. Our starts on this game is very poor. But yeah, these conditions on the track, just like last year, is just an absolute mess. I was hoping for a dry race, but no. Go on the gravel bit. You get tagged by Norris. We have to be careful on the throttle. Literally, it's a mess. Vettel already 2.5 seconds ahead. My oh my. So we could potentially see some safety cars throughout the race if anything happens, but I'm not sure. Going through 130, I'll have to lift off the throttle. Just wrestling the car through the final turn. Vettel sets the fastest lap of this race.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
We're just struggling in these conditions. But Norris and Verstappen overtaking us.
The track is clear, green flag.
We got a flag behind. Oh, there's a big crash behind.
Okay,
Safety
watch your
car's been
pace.
deployed. We've got Albon and Stroll with a 5-second penalty. Latifi and Schwartzman out this race. Armstrong in 13th, Russell in 12th, despite starting further back. So despite the Williams in the points right now, that 5-second gap could take them out of contention of points, which would be quite a shame for them. So on board with the safety car. You can see how damp the track is. And we enter lap 6. Still the safety car out. See a nice camera shot of these cars going to the start-finish straight. I'm not quite sure how long the safety car is going to be out for, but I'm not complaining. because I don't even like racing in the wet. As we enter lap 7, the safety car is now ending. So we need to try and get a good start, but it will be a bit difficult in these wet conditions. So we've both got four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel up ahead and Max Verstappen as well. Trying to do a tactic with Verstappen like he does
Safety
Bahrain.
car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. Remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line.
Green
Stay
flag
in
once
position
again.
until the green flags.
Yeah, good one on Verstappen, foot to the floor. Verstappen brakes very dramatically as there's another yellow flag back there. As he retakes second place.
Okay, clear.
He goes through the S's. Trying to keep the car on the track as much as possible.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Time to come in for a fresh set of boots. We're seeing a lot less spray at this point, and opinion here on the pit wall is that we'll probably be okay on the intermediates.
Interesting from Mark saying that.
Okay, stand by. We see a
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're looking into it.
Oh, come on! Let it be minor. It can't be that bad, can it?
Okay, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Seems like an engine issue.
Oh shit, no! Don't do this to me! Mark?
Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
So Mark's saying Inters are faster. Verstappen with the switchback.
Confirming that we're fitting intermediate tyres.
I'm gonna go with the gamble, I'm gonna pit this lap.
Pitting this lap then.
And I'm gonna go for
Pits at the end of
intermediates.
This lap.
Norris is literally right on our tail, what the hell? So even the rear tires are overheating. Alright. So this will either be a genius plan or a horrific plan, but either way we're going to find out.
That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
That was a yellow flag.
Look after these tyres now and want to finish the race.
Something's going on. Someone stop.
Caution, caution. Green flag.
Oh my god.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
Yeah, talk about Inter's being the fastest time, my arse.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh my god, can you shut up? Anyway, round the final corner, your race winner for this Japanese Grand Prix, none other than Sebastian Vettel, who wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Verstappen comes home in 2nd place, and Lando Norris, I believe, will take the final podium spot. I mean, fair play.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations to the whole team. What do you think it was today, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition?
Rain always has the potential to liven up a race and mix up the order, and they've taken full advantage of that to claim the victory today. It's always a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to stay on circuit and have come out on top.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Esteban Ocon. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
With that result, the sport's newest team can no longer be touched at the top of the table. What an incredible journey this has been for a team many had written off a short time ago. They are the Formula One World Champions. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One, so be sure to join us for the next one.
Well, I mean, at least we did get a championship this race, so we managed to secure the Constructors' Championship, which is a big W in the books. Happy about that, with the help of Sebastian Vettel as well. And our lead in the championship in the drivers, however, has been knocked, so I feel like if we at least had that podium, we probably would have been alright. But yeah, I'm not going to listen to my race engineer next time. Asked for weather, and then he's saying Inters is the fastest. I took his word. I made that gamble, and I paid the price, so nothing else more to say about that. But yeah, congrats to Seb. Very well deserved race. And let's just move on to the next one.